today we are actually going over two new concepts. One kind of includes three things that kind of roll all together, and then something else as well. So to begin our day, we are going to be talking about gerunds, participles, and infinitives. There are all different kinds of verbs, except they take the role of another part of speech in some circumstances. So we'll begin with gerunds. A gerund is when a verb is used as a noun. A verb can take the form of a noun when the ending ing is added. So, running on the track is fun. Jumping on the trampoline is a pastime of many children. So, we take a verb, run, we add ing, and now it becomes the subject of our sentence, running on the track. So is becomes the verb, and then fun, our object. So running, we took ing, we added it to run, and then it became a noun. So a noun needs to be, or a pronoun needs to be the subject of a sentence, and this way it is the new subject of our sentence. A participle is when a verb is used as an adjective. And it can take the form of an adjective whenever the ending ing or ed is added. But remember, for it to be an adjective, it needs to help describe a noun. So we've got two examples here. The injured raccoon limped. So we took the base word injure, which could be, and for the most part is used as a verb. Please do not injure him. That's how it's used as a verb. But we take the base word injure, we added an ed, and we describe the raccoon with it. So the injured raccoon limped. Now limped is actually the verb here. So the injured raccoon limped. She extended a trembling hand. So in this case, we took tremble and we added ing to create an adjective describing hand or modifying hand. And then lastly, we have infinitives. And infinitives are used, or an infinitive is used as a noun, adjective, or an adverb. You have to pay attention to how it's being used in order to know what it's being used as when it's preceded by the word to. So I've got three examples, one for each. So one is a noun, an adjective, and an adverb. So beginning with our first example, to travel abroad is a treat, or to travel abroad is a privilege. To travel is being used as the subject in the sentence, therefore it's being used as a noun. And then abroad is, of course, our verb, treat being the object. So I have a quiz to finish by tonight. To finish is an adjective, believe it or not, and it is modifying quiz. It's describing the quiz. And then lastly, the inspector arrived to check the leaks. The inspector arrived being our verb, and then to check is actually an adverb. It's assisting the verb, to check the leaks. So those are gerunds, participles, and infinitives. Please shoot me an email or send me a message through Google Classroom if you have questions about any of those. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about today was progressive tense, or progressive verb tenses, pardon me. Now those describe ongoing or continuing actions. We'll come up with a few examples here in a second. I actually didn't write any on the board today. So in the present progressive, that means it's an ongoing action that is happening. It's currently happening. So you form it with a verb of the form, of the verb be. So is or are, because it is the present tense. And then you add a word ending in ing, or you take a word and you add ing to create one. So she is going to the store later today, or they are swinging on a tire swing. I want you to keep in mind, this means it is still happening, present tense, present progressive, a continuing action that is currently happening. And then over here we've got past progressive. That means it was happening in the past. So you form it the same way, but using the past tense of the verb be. So was or were. And then the same thing like over there, you would take a word and add ing to it to form the end of it. So she was jumping on the trampoline. Not anymore, she was jumping though. And then we can make it plural. They were jumping on the trampoline, or they were running a marathon together. Again, if you guys have any questions over this, if you would please let me know. One more thing I do want to point out, whenever it is present tense, it's going to use is or are in front of the ing verb. And then for past progressive, it's going to use was or were in front of that ing verb. So again, if you have any questions today, or really any